Hey everyone, it's Levi with Between Two Lines. Today I want to talk about going to bed with high blood sugar. If you're type 1 diabetic, I know you've done it before. Me, I was guilty of it for long periods of time. I've managed to turn that around and it was very impactful on my day-to-day life. So if this is something you're struggling with, let's get right into it. Letting your blood sugar run high while you sleep has a lot of repercussions. None of them are good. Some of them are short-term, like what's going to happen the next day when you wake up after letting that happen. Some of them are a little more long-term, like your A1c score is going to be wrecked if this is a habit of yours. What is your A1c score? It's the average, right? It's an average of your blood sugars over that period of time. Think about a batting average or a grade point average in school. If you're going to bed with your blood sugar high, you're spending 6, 8, maybe 10 hours a day with high blood sugar. That's wrecking your average. It doesn't matter how well you perform during the day. You're not going to be able to wash out the high numbers you're running at night while you're sleeping. So your A1c score is going to be terrible as well. So let's talk about it. First of all, how does this happen? How do you get to the point where you're running high all night long? It's a lot easier than you think. So let's actually walk through it. So it's bedtime. You're getting into bed. It's time to go to bed. Something happens that causes you to make a decision. Right? You realize, oh my goodness, I forgot to give my Lantus shot, or your alarm goes off and you realize your blood sugar is sky high and you need to do something about it, or your pump alarm goes off and their reservoir is empty and you need to go up and do a pump site change. Something happens and you make the conscious decision, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm too tired. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'm exhausted. Just, you know what? Just one night. Just give me one night. I don't have to fool with this. I'm going to bed. So you go to sleep. What happens then? You fall asleep. Do you sleep good all night long? No. You get a terrible night of sleep. Best case scenario, you toss and turn all night. Worst case scenario, you're up and down using the restroom. You're waking up several times a night. It's not a high quality night of sleep. It's the opposite. So the next morning, you wake up more tired than you thought you were the night before. Every single time, without exception, you're going to wake up exhausted, getting ready to start the next day tired. Secondly, just getting out of bed the next morning is really hard when your blood sugar is high. If this has been you in the past, then you know. When your blood sugar is high, it is really difficult to get out of bed. It feels like your blood is motor oil and you're just in slow motion and just can't find the motivation to lift your head off the pillow and get going. When you finally do, your mouth is dry and feels like it's full of cotton and your eyes are just dried shut. You feel like death. And now that's how you have to start your day, is feeling terrible, exhausted, grumpy. Don't get me started on my mood if that's how I'm starting my next day. I already require a lot of caffeine to go into my day, trying to be chipper and smile and be nice. If my blood sugar's been high all night, I'm not in the mood to talk to people. It makes me an unpleasant person to be around. Now that's impacting your day-to-day life because of something small decision I made the night before. Thirdly, if this is how you're starting your morning, your performance is terrible. Your blood sugar is high, you didn't sleep good, you're probably dehydrated, and now whatever the task is for that morning, whether it's a sporting event or a work meeting or an important presentation or you've got a test at school, you're not going to be in tip-top shape for that. Your brain's not going to be functioning the way it should. It's not fully rested, you're probably not hydrated, your mood's off, and you will not be able to perform at 100%. So especially if you've got something important the next day, don't go to bed with high blood sugar. It's going to leave you with regret the next day after you don't do as well as you hoped to do. This is one of the bigger mistakes you can make as a T1D, is going to bed with high blood sugar for the reasons we just talked about. You're going to sleep terrible. You're going to wake up more tired than you went to bed the night before. You're not going to perform anywhere close to your best. Your mood's going to be off, and you're going to waste hours the next day trying to get your blood sugar back into range. So if you're looking for a way to dramatically improve your type 1 diabetes, start with this. Because this is, out of all the things you can do to improve your A1C and feel better and run better numbers, this one requires the least amount of work and nets the largest return. That little decision you're ignoring at night, if you'll take the time to give your shot, eat a healthier snack, get out of bed and change your pump site when the alarm goes off, the reward is your whole next day is going to be better. You're going to wake up, be in a better mood, feel better, be more alert, and be killing. This is Levi Between Two Lines. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, y'all stay well, and I'll talk to you soon.
you.